Previously on Beauty Begins With Me, we created this gorgeous look. Now, welcome back to Beauty Begins With Me because we are all what? Beautiful. Welcome back, babes. And I just want you to know Angel Reese definitely DM'd me. Okay, no, she didn't. But why are we twinning, girl? Because why do we have the same freaking headscarf? Okay, I said hashtag black girl coded. Anyway, this is a new week, and that means a new look. And this week I was given abstract. Something about me, I don't know how to block my eyebrows, but I had to look at a video. I didn't in this moment, so we just gonna work with what we got because you know what? We're a work in progress, and we're gonna authentically show up as ourselves every single time. And I love it here. Another therapeutic makeup look. Here we go. I'm so excited to do this look. I was fantasizing about it all week. And I was like, all right, Melina, we just waiting for our gems. We just waiting for our gems. Okay. It will make sense in a moment. Well, not maybe in a moment, but it will make sense at the end of the video. Nonetheless, if you're as chaotic as me and you love to do makeup and you love to just vibe out and relax, this is the place for you because that's all we do. We act a fool, we vibe out, and we relax because something about makeup is just so therapeutic for me. And after a long week at work, baby, when I say I came back to work and I forgot I had a job because I was off for so long, I I was like, do I even know how to do therapy anymore? Am I a therapist still? I don't know. All I know was I didn't want to be there. But as soon as I started to get into the rhythm and talking to my peeps, then I was like, all right, we cool, we cool. Let's keep it going. Anyway, this look, this just with the gold like this, I was like, yeah, we gonna do this because this is cute. But nonetheless, let's get back into this video. Let's talk about why we are here today. Today is another day that I get to show my creativity, that I get to unwind and recharge from a long work week, okay? And one thing about it, two things for sure, I'm gonna always act up and I'm always act a fool with my makeup because who's gonna stop me? Boo boo. Who is gonna stop you from living your dream other than yourself? At some point in time, I'm like, all right, Melina, we may not be the greatest. We not the GOAT yet, right? But we have to start somewhere. And every time I sit down in my freaking chair to do my makeup, I'm always feeling like I'm that girl. I am that one, period. You can't tell me nothing. It's only when I started looking at my pictures, I'm like, okay, why are my pictures not coming out how I want it? Anyway, so I really wanted to focus on this gold look. I was gonna do half, but I was like, you know what, Emily, let's keep it simple. I'm not a simple person, but we're gonna try. So nonetheless, this week has been long and I really, really needed this therapeutic session for myself. There's just there's just some times in life where you just get stuck. And I was having that feeling this week. I was feeling stuck. I was feeling completely unmotivated, not confident, and just overwhelmed and drained. And there was nothing going on in my life that was triggering that. I just woke up and I was like, dang, I don't even want to deal with life today. So the beauty of this is I knew I got to do my makeup. Now, you don't have to wait, but I wait because I really don't want to be interrupted. I really wait for the end of my work day, the end of my work week, or whatever the case may be, where I can just sit in silence or blasting my music and really unwind. Last week we talked about self-care, right? And I'd hope you guys took the time to engage in self-care because self-care is so important. No matter where you are in life, even if things are going well, I even more so recommend self-care because we can easily lose ourselves sometimes when things are just going as planned. And then sometimes we're like, wait, we don't have to do our coping skills anymore. We don't have to engage in self-care. And baby, I'm definitely someone who does that. One thing about me I've noticed is like my baseline a lot of time is I'm depressed and I feel numb. So I really, really take the time to sit in my emotions because I'm like, okay, I don't always feel. So let me give myself the space to actually feel an emotion, feel a sense of comfort, feel a sense of hurt or whatever, because emotions can be so powerful. Emotions can really make us engage in certain behaviors or activities or push us to the next level. And I hate to say this. Oh, I really hate to say this. Let's get gospel, y'all. I I always present as extremely confident, have my together, but I will say this year I have been feeling that way. I know it's just the beginning of the year, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I really have no direction in life. I've been doing the job that I've been doing for a hot minute. And I love my line of work. It always makes me happy. It brings out joy in me, but it's so also tiring as well. But nonetheless, I just don't feel like I know who I am anymore and where I want to go. And that's strange for me to say because since I was in middle school, I already had a game plan of what my life was going to look like. And I accomplished it. I already knew I was going to be a therapist. I already knew I was going to do this or that. And that has, came to fruition. Fruition. Oh gosh. Anyway, and I accomplished it, but now I'm like, okay, then what? Then what? And I noticed that about myself. I'm always trying to figure out the next thing, and sometimes stillness is enough. Ooh, stillness is enough, and I don't always accept that because being stable was such a abnormal feeling for me. So, get into a sense where my job is predictable, my weeks are predictable, this is predictable. I hate to say it, but I know I can't be the only one, especially if you grew up in chaos. I know for a fact sometimes my toes be twitching for a little inch of chaos. I'm like, where's the drama? Let's go for the drama. So I really had to look myself in the mirror this week and say, Melina, calm down. We are okay. We don't need drama. We don't need chaos to feel alive. That adrenaline is not always necessary. And, that's another reason why I really enjoy my therapeutic makeup sessions is it gives me a sense of adrenaline because it's like I have this vision. I have this template of how I want things to look. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I know for a fact I want it to look this way, right? And I'm like, okay, this gives me a sense of adrenaline. It gives me a sense of joy. It makes me feel It makes me feel powerful because when I pick up that makeup brush, another person takes over. I don't have a name for her yet, but baby, when I find it, I will let you know. And I don't know how many moments like this I'm going to get because I be exhausted, y'all. Even though this is my self-care, sometimes I just don't want to do it. Sometimes I just find myself sitting there like I have nothing else to give. But that's why it's so important for me and what I remind other people around me is like, you got to protect your mental health. You got to protect yourself. And it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to kind of slow down and just live in the moment, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Do that by 3 counts. I always tell people you breathe in for 3, you exhale for 3. Obviously, you can't count as you're breathing. I tried that, baby. That don't work. I'll be coughing up air. So I always do that in my head. I'm like, breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and again. And I do that 3 times because, sometimes I just have to come back around, y'all. You got to get a snap, a wake up, bring it back. But no, I'm really happy about my look. Even though I felt like it did not come out how I want it. Like, I'm still in the process of matching how I envision things on paper or in my head onto my canvas, which is my face or my body. And sometimes the things don't match up, but sometimes when it does, oh, it is so beautiful. One thing I want to take away from this week of a lesson that I just learned is like outside of patience, is just also recognizing people in your system and how they present. Because, so let me explain myself when I say that. When I think of people I allow boundaries, people who are in my life, I just think of the ways in which that they help me, they give back, and so forth, and how their values and their personality also showcases in their relationship with how they treat their family, their friends, their kids. And I just think to myself, wow, I'm very fortunate for the few people that I have in my life that I can really show up for them, because I surround myself with a lot of strong people. And if you are a strong person, you know how hard it is to let people in. And I take pride in the fact that the people who hold a lot of power, that I'm in their life, they trust me enough to let me in to help them and support them in any shape or way. It is not always easy to ask for help, but that's like the number one thing that creates community. A place where you can literally lean on someone. And sometimes people mistake asking for help as like financial or just emotional. It's not. Sometimes it's just, hey, let's talk about random stuff that means nothing to maybe other people. Let me allow you the space to just be in your quirkiness and authentically you. I think that's amazing. I'm a very quirky person. And, I have a lot of different uniqueness about me that I really don't showcase a lot unless I'm comfortable. Baby, the way I be busting out in music, I literally sometimes be forgetting where I am because I'm like, I'm not a killer, so don't tempt me. Dolce. That song is stuck in my head. But I really connect so much with like sounds or music and colors and so forth because it can express things that I can't always put to word. So sometimes I'm just be like chilling, might not say anything, and then next I'm like singing song lyrics or I'm making random sounds, or I don't know. Like I just be doing my own thing. I'll be living in my world, living my best life. And sometimes it's so hard to be comfortable enough to showcase that, to feel safe enough to showcase that. But that's something that I wanted to show in this look, to show off yourself, to not hide. And I just want you to know you are valued, you are appreciated, and it's okay to be authentically yourself. You don't have to dim your light. Show up, boo. Okay? Until next week, Beauty Begins With You. Bye.